Okay, guys and gals. Oh. I know it's been a while because this feller had to go on military duty and stuff like that. So I had some videos in backup for things like this, but Owl, wonder if that works. But I had deleted them all because honestly, if I'm going to use them as a backup and not my front ones, then they're already worthless. We got a kitchen AC here. I don't know which one. It's not doing the stuff. One of them is dead at the thermostat. It might be this one. We shall see. No, that one's doing the stuff. My eyes want to point towards this one because it appears as though we have oil right here, which means we got some leakages going on. Yeah. Let's pop it open and take a look. That's a 3/8. Sure. Try and keep me out like that, huh? Not gonna happen. See this oil right here? That is a pretty clear sign that we have some type of a pretty darn good leak in there. The old hat cam's about to fall off the head, you see? Back strap. All the threads came out of it. So if y'all just fall onto the ground, you might get an up view straight up the crotch, but I apologize if that happens. I gotta get the old needle and thread out today. One thing I like about this hat cam though is that y'all can't see me picking my nose. So yeah, that's good. All right. Oh, nope, that one's just iced right on up. That means that evaporator's probably pretty freaking frozen. Which is super. Let's take a look. Take a look. It's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can do anything. Y'all remember that? Oh yeah. We got some ice on her. It's because our blower's not moving, people. That would be it. So I'm not going to turn it off just yet because I want to see if the blower's blown out, if it's trying, if it's hot, if it's pulling amps. It is not hot at all. It's actually cold. And it moves freely, so let's check and see if we're getting our blower contactor engaged. It is not engaged. So we're going to engage on her and see if it works. And then we're going to see if we have 24 volts going to the coil. If not, we're going to make 24 volts go to the coil. We're going to thaw this thing out. We're going to get off this roof. Ready, go. Blower runs. Does it run the right way? I don't see a rotational arrow, but you can always tell by the way the fins look. The fins are going to cup the air. And that is blowing the right way. So now we can kill it. Yep. And this blower should be running off of a relay. Oh, dadgummit, I didn't check to see if the thing had. Let's see what we got here. I gotta wait for the delay and everything. Ah, no, I don't. Blower came on now. What's up with that? I don't know what's up with that. Just need a hard reboot? I mean, I don't know what's going on right now. I know that's gonna squeal until I get this covered on. Yep. Okay, man, this is an old piece of junk right here. Probably used to be pretty dang good at one point. Not no more. I gotta figure out why that blower. Man, I really wish I would have checked voltage on that contactor. But no, I'm an idiot, and I didn't. So I don't know. I'm gonna try it again. See what happens. Well, it's got what it had in it before. Okay. I need to make sure the compressors ain't going to engage, because that blower is going to be thawing out the evaporator coil. I don't see any thermostat wires in here, so I can't really unhook low voltage to Y, because I don't see a Y. Here we go. Thermostat wires. I put them down here and like, that's really smart. Let's see, I don't know which one is common. That one goes to there, which goes to here. That board is just barely hanging on. I don't even know what's holding it up, honestly. I don't even want to pull on it. So I'm going to remove, see where these two go. That one goes to there. That one goes straight up. Oh, I don't know what just happened. Oh, ice is falling off. Stupid flies. All right, let's pull off this one while it's on. This is always a smart way to do it, people. And make sure that doesn't arc on anything. Like, what does this go to? Why is this a thing? I don't know. It was hooked to something at some point. It goes to, it looks like it goes to a common. I'm gonna leave this hanging here. I'm gonna let that blower do some work, thaw out that evaporator coil with that 95-degree air. Let's walk around. There's a battery. Anybody need a battery? Somebody got into that thing. They just went to town. I bet you while they were pulling this thing up on the roof, they dropped it. Bet you $100 that's what happened. They said, oops, let's keep going. Oh, it's this guy right here. That's working. Cancer maker. That one's all lopsided. She ain't on. Well, there's a drain line that's in perfect shape. That's just the way they're supposed to work. Yeah. Somebody probably stepped on it. Okay, what else? Makeup air? Doubt it works. Nope, it ain't working. This guy's huge and not running. That's weird. This is what runs the dining area. It's semi-cool in there, but it should be on. And it's also crooked. Whoever put that on should have put shims, because it is not landed right. In fact, that thing is just sitting there. Oh, it's got a side discharge. Oh, I would have hated to have installed this thing. Screw that. Ow. Oh, another cancer maker. Oh, standing right next to it. Hey, if you ever need any tortillas, guys, just come up on the roof here. I got you fixed up. They might be a little bit stale, but you ain't gonna go hungry. It's an old condenser for an ice machine. Can't even tell what brand that is. Manitowoc. Oh, that hole actually has a roof on it. Most of these don't. Wonder what's in here. Any varmints gonna jump out at me? Help! Can you see? There's some filter brackets and wires. You know, same old crap. There's some ranch. I want some ranch. I like ranch. I think I'm gonna let that one stay there though. Got us a gas fitting. Those come in handy. Nice little flare. Look, bloop. Some electronical stuff. Conduit. Oh my gosh. Okay, I was trying to flip it up, but not like in the face. Thermostat wire. I guess when they put this thing in. Still bothered that that big guy's not running. I mean, it's not like that area is cool. It's not hot. Let's see where we're at with this lovely blower we got here. It's actually working. It wasn't working before. Maybe it's turning off when the compressor's engaged. I don't know, but right down here we have oil. There's definitely oil. So should probably put a gauge on this thing. I don't wanna, because there ain't no telling what refrigerant's in it. Oh, something's, what is that noise? That's the makeup air trying to work. She seized up. That's actually pretty interesting. I've never even heard one try to work. Let's get in here and see what we got. Hip. Hip. I'm curious now. Got 4 of these things. I mean, that belt is all torn up. And the disconnect is turned off. So I don't know why it was trying to turn on. Oh well. Not here to work on this. But I do have to get the lid back on. Somehow. How did they get it on to begin with? There we go. Well, that hook doesn't grab anything. That's pretty cool. It was grabbing something before. Oh well. That one grabs a little bit. Just enough so the wind don't blow her off, you know? That's all we need. I don't think I went in far. Yeah, I did go in far enough. Okay, whatever. Now I gotta go all the way back around. Alright, now let's take this left. Take a look at this evaporator. And see what we got going on. It won't take long with the 95-degree air blowing across that coil. It won't take long for it to thaw out. It's a sheesh-haw. See that? We're already thawed out. All right. Air leaks galore. Okay. I guess I'll get a gauge on this dang thing. Let's get a gauge on stage 1, which I don't even think stage 1 is the one that's leaking because we got oil all around here. So here's a repair kit for the leads. I'm going to show you all this. So when the leads get so bad that you can't put the normal harness on them, that's a normal harness, then they make this kit where you can basically, you'll plug in one individually at a time, and then you'll tighten the screw down, which clamps on whatever of the lead is left, and then you can add your power wires into it. I think that's pretty nifty. What is that? I don't want to know. All right, we'll get a gauge on stage 1. We're going to assume it's R22 because nobody has written anything different. And and then we'll eventually pop our gauges over to stage 2. We'll get a wrench. A little overkill, but it'll work. One's already loose. That one's already loose. That one's, none of them were really tight. Didn't even need a wrench. That might be very well the place that I'm leaking. Nope. Right here. Nope. 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 Okay. I guess that's a semi-good sign. Alright, close. I'm gonna go to R22 on my field piece. Pretty decent static. Smells like R22 for sure. Actually, static is not decent. The static is low. I think I have some R22. Whoa, hey, gotta hook up the thing. Without shocking myself, it is only 24 volts, but 24 volts can still, you know, give you a little bit of a bite. So here's how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take these two. I'm gonna go ahead and put the wire nut in there. Hopefully y'all can see. And then I'm gonna grab my Y and just shove it right on in there and twist on it. Like that. And sure enough, as soon as the compressors came on, the blower turned off. So, that's what I was thinking was weird right off the bat. So why? It's either doing one of two things. It's either dragging that transformer down too far. These contactors can't all be pulled in at the same time. Or something in the control board is telling it to not give power anymore, which that has a blower. Yeah, it's a control board issue. So this is a tough one, because the right thing to do would be to replace the control board. What I can do on a 110-degree day is we can take, let's see, you know, here's what I can do. I can take 24 from my compressor contactor and put it into the low voltage 24 volt side of the contactor for the blower, and by doing that I'm leaving the other wires in so it'll still work in heat. That's what I was worried about. Is it going to work in heat? It'll still work in heat if the board works. If the board doesn't work, we're going to find out, you know, when it's cold outside. But a lot of times these places don't call for kitchen heaters because they don't need them, because they have about 80 kabillion BTUs of cooking equipment in there throwing off enough heat. They could probably heat the whole building with it. Yeah, jumper time. Let's make a jumper. With any luck, I'll have one, but I highly doubt it. Probably gonna have to make one. Oh, I forgot. Make sure you're hydrated, people. That's good water. Good water. I don't need number 8 for a jumper. This number 10 will be fine. Still overkill for a jumper, but I don't see any wires. Hey! Do I have enough wire? First of all, I want to find out where this goes, because it used to be in something. It's right here. And it goes to... What is that? I can't see. I need a flashlight. Let's see here. It goes to W1. Oh, so it wouldn't work. Wouldn't work in heat anyway. So they don't even have the heat hooked up in here. Well, that's super. We're not going to hook it up today. I'm not going to steal that wire from it either. So what I am going to do, make a jumper. Let's do it. Oh, that might be just long enough. Yep. Now, I'll only be lucky if I actually happen to have 2 spades in my pocket. I know I got one, but do I have 2? Take a look. It's in a book. A reading rainbow. Reading rainbow. Reading rainbow. Yes, it's stuck in my head, and I hope it's stuck in y'all's head now, too. LeVar Burton. Used to watch that when I was a kid. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google it real quick. Reading Rainbow. LeVar Burton. If you don't know who that is, he's the guy that was on the old Star Trek that had the little visor thing on his eyes. He could like shoot with his eyes. It was really cool. Yeah, I only have 1 spade. So I'm gonna go grab some, and some for the pocket too, so I can have some in the future. And I'll be back. All right. Had some issues with the thing. Kind of wonder how long this GoPro is gonna last. I pretty much used the crap out of it. Come on, crimpers, where are you? Crimpers. You can't run from me. There you are. This should, yeah, number 10 is pretty thick for this, but that's okay. Hurcha! One more side. Try and snip it down to a 12. Just give it a little haircut. See if this one will go on a little easier. My garage door just closed. Probably the kid. Hip. Shit! Nice and tight. Okay. Whoop, what did I step on? My keys. That's wonderful. All right, I just got to find out which side is the hot side. Hot side. That one's jumpered. This one goes to somewhere. This one goes to somewhere. Where is the hot side? I think it's the blues. So I think those are coming from the thing. Pressure switches. Let's see here. Got to make sure. I don't want to try and put 24 on a common. Pop my transformer. Transformers. More than meets the eye. Where is that going? That one is the far one. And it just goes right on back. This one is not it. Come on. it's these right here. Which one of them loops back up, the other one is right here and is a pressure switch. So that one's got to be my hot side. And do I have enough terminals? Oh my gosh, I don't have enough terminals. I gotta go get a splitter now. That's super. Well, I can hook this side up. Rip the shot. There. All right. Crap. Where do these go? Let's go back to the thing. These should be commons. There's 4 of them on there. That's how I know. So the top side of this, I don't know if y'all could see. Anyway, top side of this has 4 spades in it, and usually when you see a bunch of them like that, it's a common. And usually on usually there's a spot somewhere here where all the commons are attached. That's going to be right up here on the side of the board. So I know for a fact the top here is common. On this side we have this yeller hip, which is jumpered, so that tells me that's most likely a common. Not 100%, but most likely. Because I take my other yellow. Where is it going? Yes, it is that important that you make sure you do the stuff right. Because this yellow is actually goes into a pressure switch, and it's a hot. And that's on this side. Lovely. Well, here's one way to find out. First off, I gotta get a splitter. I'll be back. All right, first things first, got my splitter. Got to figure out which one of these is actually the hot side. Hot side. Hot side. Yeah. Yeah. What does this do? I hate all the freaking zip ties. They are not absolutely necessary. That does, what does it go to? That goes to that side, and that goes to this side. Okay, so this is odd. We have one pressure switch that goes into here, which is jumped to here. We have another pressure switch that goes into this contactor and is jumped to this contactor. So it's like there's no common, unless one of the pressure switches is breaking a common, which in my opinion is dumb, but you still can do it. So, oh, no, that goes over there. I am at a little bit of a loss. So here's what we're gonna do. No, I didn't scare you. We're gonna take this side off. Hip, chop, 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 chop. I'm gonna let it hang out here, and I'm gonna flip the switch. As soon as the condenser comes on, we're gonna test on that, see if it's got voltages or not. If it does, then we know that's our 24 side. If it does not, then we know it's our common side. Ready to go. Hip. Get the flucometer ready. I like the fluke. I just don't like the thing that's in such a big bag, you know? I like the ones that are a single piece, not you have to have a separate piece for your amp clamp. So, not my favorite. Now, my favorite meter I've ever had was a field piece. It lasted me like 6 years, 7 years, probably 7 years, and then she literally just fell apart. I mean, literally, it fell apart on the roof. I gotta wait till the compressor's engaged, and then I'll get back with you. I don't know how long that's gonna be. Go. I don't even have a condenser fan motor. So these things are about to go out on high head pressure. I gotta hurry. That the other side is 24 volts. So apparently those two have something to do with the condenser fan motor, because that sucker just did not turn on at all. Or one of the two. Which is odd because, oh, because the contactor didn't pull in. because I'm dumb. I'm smart. So this is the common side that I had. So we're not gonna go in on that side. I'm gonna try to get that thing back on the deal. I can't see a thing. It's bright out here, so it's dark in there. I can't figure, my eyes just get on the thing. And I'm gonna take this and put it on the other side, which already has a splitter. Oh my goodness. We'll put a splitter on a splitter? Oh, why not? Sure, let's do it. I want to do it on stage 1. Stage 1 is the black, blue, yeller. There's my yeller, there's my black, there's my blue. So that one's loose. We're gonna act like I didn't see that. So we need to put it on this side. I need to get this side off here. I know y'all might not be able to see this very well, but it's back there. I can't really see it either. Golly, what are you on with glue? Who did this? Who did this? I want your name. I can't even get to it. You get over here. Now let's try one more time. And go. Nope. It's just not happening. Well, we do know that this jumps from one side to the other, right? Do we know that? Oh, there's the thing again. Oh, it's trying. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. And get off of the thing so I can see you. Get off the thing! It's just your ball! Got one side off. That is the jumper side. So we're gonna put a splitter on a splitter. It is what it is, people. And that's gonna have to go. I just can't see all the wires. Oh, that one's already got 2 on it. So I'm not putting a splitter on a splitter so that y'all can't be hating on me. I'm putting a splitter on one that already has 2 ports on it. So this contactor only has 1. This one has 2. But get on there. I don't even know if I hit in the hole. If I hit, yep, we're in there. Okay, fire, boom. I wasn't expecting that. I mean, I knew that was going to happen. I just jumped for show. You know, views and likes. That's all it was, really. Well, I doubt it's going to work, but it was worth a shot. Speaking of views and likes, guys, this is doing a whole lot better than I thought it was going to be doing. And while we're waiting on this time delay, I want to express my appreciation to those of you that watch and comment. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I don't require it. I mean, no one requires it. You're gonna subscribe to me or else I'm gonna. I don't. You want to watch for entertainment? Hey, have at it. Even if you don't know anything about HVAC and refrigeration, just, you know, you want to watch me be an idiot, that's cool. I'm down with that. So where I work, I'm going to be starting to do some refrigeration classes. I'm gonna buy me a microphone for the GoPro-age here, so I can, you know, put you on the tripod, and I'll upload the classes. It's gonna be predominantly refrigeration, actually probably only refrigeration, and we're gonna go from there. So I have no idea what just happened. I know what did not happen, and that's the thing didn't turn on. Not quite what I was expecting to see happen. I'll be honest with y'all, if worse comes to worse, I'll put freaking 24 straight from this transformer into that dang blower. We can run it like that. I mean, that blower contactor's already been replaced on once. That's the old one. They just left it in there. It does look new, so apparently there's been an issue with this blower anyway. And I am not opposed to hooking that 24 directly into that freaking transformer. It didn't like something just now, but also that delay wasn't long enough. It's usually longer than that. So anywho, as I was saying, I'll be putting these classes up. If y'all want to watch them, great. If you want to learn, I'm probably not going to be a joker guy, you know. But it might be a little more serious, down to earth type of thing. And I'll still do these. Don't worry. Don't worry. Sorry it's been so long. Like I explained earlier, I had duty to take care of. And no, not the kind in the toilet. Okay. Okay. Let's get mature now. All right. But let's figure this out. So we're engaging contactors for the compressors, and then it just stops. It's not tripping a transformer. Is my transformer hot? Transformer is not hot, but it is resettable, so I know I'm not running over 3.2 amps on the transformer. I also know that it does not like having to share its 24 with my blower. So plan L, straight to the transformer. Huh. Let's see here. Is that a thing? That is a thing, because it won't matter if, oh, yeah, see, it just can't take the load. Huh. Super. I mean, that'll test the transformer all the way. If that transformer can't take the load, then it's not going to work then doing it that way either. Hip. All right, we killed her. Okay, that means I'm going to come off of this splitter. And we're going to find our low voltage out of this transformer that has obviously been replaced at some point. It's probably this one, yep, because it's got a fuse on it. We want to go after the fuse so we don't fry the thing. I'm going to use a war nut. Probably got one in my pocket. That one's too big. That one's too big. Come on. There we go. That one's perfecto. I just don't know, people. It don't like, it's not liking to all the things on it. So whoever installed this transformer installed this fuse. It is a 5 amp, which this thing's resettable. So if y'all are doing this sometime in the future, you don't have to put a fuse after a transformer if the transformer already has a fuse breaker, fuse tripper on it. So that you're just doing extra work for no reason. It's already got the thing. Don't put two things on it. So if this is going to continue to work, surely it's going to probably pop on immediately whenever I turn the unit on, because then this transformer is energized, giving 24 volts to there. Commons stay on common, and then once the compressors engage, we'll see if they all stay on. Blower automatically came on, kind of what we expected. Now we're going to wait. I'm going to wait out in the shade because this thing right here gets too hot. She shuts down on me. I got to throw her in the ice. Anyway, I'll be back. All right, we got it. Everything's running. Both compressors and the blower, condenser fan motor. It's all doing the stuff. So we're definitely low on charge. I'm gonna go grab some R22. Make them work. Kind of want to see what the other side is like. You know what? Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna put a low side on both. So my low side is gonna be on stage 1 low side. My high side is gonna be on stage 2 low side. I know, I can't see head pressure. I don't see any indications at all that this thing's gonna have an issue with head pressure. Let me see what my temperature is. What's the current temperature? 95? No, I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna do one at a time the right way. I'm gonna go grab some of that 2.2. I'll be right back. Whoa, it says R421 converted. Oh. Well. In that case, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Let me goober something real quick. No, that's been so long, I highly doubt that it's still in there. I can barely even read the sticker. We're gonna put just a touch, see what it does. I'll be back. All right, so about the 22. There's a sticker on this unit that says it's been converted to 421A, which is, first of all, I don't know where you're watching from in your area. 421A might be a thing. It's not a thing here. We don't use 421A. It's not a common thing. I mean, I can go pick some up, but it's just not a common thing. So I have every feeling in the world that this thing is 22 in it, and I am going to treat it as such. But I am going to be err on the side of caution and just really slowly put some refrigerant in here, and I'm not gonna just blow it in there. And if I start seeing some weird crap with the pressures, I can stop it, evacuate it, and then we'll put in some of my stuff. 407C, 438A. But right now I don't see it doing anything. It is very slowly bleeding into there, but it does not look like it's doing weird stuff, you know. We don't hear anything out of the compressor. Expansion valve is not getting clogged, and this is showing, and also it's smelled like R22. Once you do this long enough, your sniffer will tell you what the thing is. So I can smell the difference between 22, 407C, and Mo 99, you know, R438A. It's a little tough. That one's a tough one. I definitely can tell what 404 is. Been sniffing on that for a while. Not sniffing on it. Stop. I've been under. Never mind. See what this coil looks like. Our pressures are slowly coming up. Looking good in the neighborhood. I want to see what this condenser coil looks like. Oh, like crap. That's about what it looks like. So we're already gonna have higher head pressure. That's what it is. And it's not that the coil's dirty, it's that it's just the fins are all folded. Not all of them, probably 40%. In which case there's still going to be heat transfer, but it's just not going to be efficient, say it like that. Plus I got this gap here letting air come in. That hurts it also. But yeah, I'm not seeing any issues with this thing coming up. It's coming up like it's supposed to. Head pressure's not through the roof. It's actually right on point. Then we're going to switch on over to the other stage and do the same thing. Guys, if you switch a refrigerant, write it on there. Because on this one, I'm going to write R22. And that way, the next person that comes up doesn't have to sit there and question what it is. Now, obviously, if it's 410, you know it's 410. You ain't got to ask questions on that. We know 410 is 410 for now. It is going to be replaced soon, which is dumb, in my opinion. And from what I've read, it's being replaced with something that has even higher pressures than 410, which means we're going to be blowing compressors, condenser coils, evaporator coils, perforated copper lines, all kinds of crap's going to go crazy when we're using this. I know, but they're testing it and they know what they're doing. Oh, yeah, there's engineers that are testing it, but there's also somebody, remember this, somebody that's behind that is the salesperson saying, oh, we can do this, we can sell this, we can do this, let me go pitch it to everybody, and this is how we're going to argue this, and this is how we're going to argue that, and blah blah blah. And that person's probably going to get a new house out of some type of contract or actually getting the thing on the market, if that hasn't already happened and they don't already have a new house. So you just got to remember the reasons that people do the things they do. It's usually money. It's sadly enough, it's sad to say, and it's not everybody, but I can't tell you it's definitely most people. It's usually money. So, anyway, I'm not going to bore you with this side. When I get to the other side, I might come back on. And I'll be back. People, this other side was just barely low. It wasn't much at all. I don't even think it took half a pound. We're fully charged on both sides. And head pressure is probably going through the roof right now. I'm letting all this air get in there. I'm gonna put my caps back on and I'm gonna get off this daggone roof so I can get on the next daggone roof. Sounds like fun. It is fun. If you don't enjoy what you do, people, find something else to do. I enjoy my job most of the time. Sometimes I don't, but you know what? That's just part of life. Sometimes I go on jobs that just flat out 100% suck. And I know when it's happening too, because I can see them ahead of time. I might try to talk myself, out of them. Might be like, hey boss, I really don't want to do that job. But sometimes I can, and it actually makes sense, talk myself out of them, because we have people that are specifically trained for some things, and there's no point in sending someone that's not trained when you have someone that is trained, because what am I going to do? I'm going to go over there and call the person that's been trained. Hey, how do I do this and that? More specifically, what I'm talking about is Daikin. People, I cannot, I'm not talking about Daikin RTUs. I'm not a big fan of Daikin RTUs. They always have condenser coil leaks, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Daikin VRVs and VRF systems, VRV systems. Man, I just despise those things, like with a fiery passion. I hate them. Like, I see their worth, I see the purpose behind them, but man, I just, once they break down, if you don't have a service checker, then you're gonna be, even if you have a service checker, a lot of times it takes 6 or 8 hours just to come up with a diagnosis. And that's not even the repair, I have a problem with that. I don't want to spend 6 or 8, that's one person's entire day just trying to figure out what's wrong with the thing. I didn't put that thing out. And I don't see the reason why you can't make something easier to diagnose. Or the other issue I have with them is when, say you got a VRV that's got, say it has 10 heads on it. 10 heads and one condenser. If one thing happens to one of those heads, all of them shut down. All right, Daikin, do better. I don't even care what brand you're talking about. Daikin, Carrier, Trane, whoever you are, do better. But don't, like, they shouldn't all go down. That is absolutely absurd. And the biggest problem, that the time that is the biggest issue, is whenever you're in like a hotel. So that hotel has to shut down 10 rooms for usually a matter of days before the thing can be fixed. Whereas you trace it back to one, and only one, you know? Like, okay, you shut down one room. That's better than 10. I don't get it. Maybe y'all know, you know, better, more than me about that stuff. Maybe you can explain to me why the thing shuts them all down. I just don't see it just doesn't make sense. That's all. That's all. But I'm gonna get off this roof. I gotta get pictures. I forgot. Man, I hope there's a model and serial number visible. I'm gonna go out and say highly unlikely. See if I can get this thing on here. There's a chance. Let me get in the dark. See if I can see that model and serial number. I cannot. Lovely. I'll take the stupid door off again and hope that it's inside the door. Usually they are. Anywho, no reason for y'all to sit there and watch me do that. I'm gonna let you go until next time. Maybe I'll get some cooler stuff. This was relatively simple. And to answer your questions that I know are gonna come up, why don't you just replace the board? Or why don't you just, I don't know, you're gonna say something. That's okay. I appreciate the comments, and I always try to reply to every one of them, unless I think you're like literally being dumb, and then I'm sorry, but I might not, you know, reply to that. But what I'm gonna say is, I'm not replacing this board because this unit is probably 18 to 22 years old, and there comes a point at which it's getting close to going to bed. You know, its grave is being dug, and there's no point in pouring money into it. So the thing is, if we can make it work safely, that's the key. Make it work safely, then I can do that for cheap. Now, unlike these other people that I've seen that will make it work unsafely, okay, that's a problem. All right, we don't bypass safeties on the heater or the air conditioning. We don't bypass pressure switches. We don't bypass rollout switches. We don't bypass high limits, and we don't bypass a smoke detector. Well, we don't do that. All right, those are the things that matter. So I can safely make this blower run all the time, and it's fine. It's not going to hurt anything. If the duct detector trips the smoke alarm, it's going to shut off low voltage like it's supposed to. So that's the thing. Food for thought. As a matter of fact, this doesn't even have a duct detector, so it doesn't even matter on this one. Anywho, that's why I'm not replacing the control board. So, answer has already been made. If you got other questions though, feel free to let me know. I will entertain all of them. Just don't be mean. I don't like mean people. There's no point. Life is too short to be mean and mad all the time. So negativity is not welcome. About me, to me, on my channel, ever. There it is. Told you it was on there. So let's keep it positive, keep the jokes rolling. Y'all got any good dad jokes? I'm all about it. Always try to make my kids laugh with some dad jokes. Sometimes it works. I usually end up laughing at myself, let's be real. That's okay. At least somebody's laughing, right? It may only be me, but somebody is laughing. All right, enough rambling. I'll holler at y'all next time. I gotta cool the thing down. I'm sure it's probably, I could tell you just by touching it, it's hot as, you know, hot things. It's hot as hot things get sometimes. Yeah. Oh, deuces. This thing is brand new. It hasn't turned on one time since I've been here. I want to look in here and see if it's anything simple. A lot of times I've seen, if we didn't, and I'm not trying to be cocky, okay, but if we didn't install it, another company did, a lot of times I've seen it installed wrong, powers backwards, just some stupid stuff. So this one has a tripped transformer. Let's see if that's all that was wrong. This is the one that has the, yep. And down in the, there's one thermostat that's blank. Whoa, that sucker came on quick. All right, I don't know what caused it, but I know it's on. So we did them a solid. It only took a minute and a half of my time. It's probably going to happen again, in which case we'll have to come out and find out why that transformer tripped. Man, give me my thing back, dude. So today their lobby's not going to be hot, and this also alleviated a call that we were going to get today anyway, because I promise you they were going to be making a call in when that lobby gets to be 90 degrees. But yeah, we're fired up now, rocking and rolling. I'm gonna go eat some tortillas, sit in the truck, get a little cool, ride a bill, maybe get a burrito. Yeah, I don't think the tortillas are gonna fill me up right if I don't break my teeth on them. All right, till next time, this time for real. How to get the thing down with the rope. We'll see y'all in a little bit. I mean, deuces later, whatever.